Yeah, that's not a problem, TEMP. Look, I'll check it out, okay? Don't you worry, you stay right here. Well, Guido, there's something wrong with TEMPbot's computer, and they want me to check it out, so I'll have a little look here. First of all... Oh, I think that was incorrect. Well, first of all, we gotta make sure the thing is on, which it is. And, yeah, let's see what's going on here. Looks like he's been getting some, errors with his computer, like it's been hacked or something. 100,000 subscribers. Now that is a pretty big number. How's it going, guys? Steve here from The Checkpoint. Welcome to the 100,000 subscriber Q&A. Let me just, first of all, start off by saying this is a very special video. Thank you so much for 100,000 subscribers, but that's not the only reason why it's special. This is actually the first time that most of you guys will have seen all this. It's my face! So that's the thing. Basically, I asked the guys on my Discord server, link in the description by the way, to ask me questions for the 100,000 subscriber Q&A, which is happening right now. And if you're wondering why I'm looking all the way up here and not all the way down here, it's because this is the first time I've recorded using my phone for a face cam, I guess, doing a little face reveal. So I don't really know where to look. Well, I do know where to look. I know to look right there, but I prefer to look at my face. Anyway, guys, we're going to jump straight into this. I've got all the questions in front of me right on this monitor right here, so we're going to have a little look and see what the community have asked me. This could be a very bad idea. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you for giving me the confidence to do this whole face cam thing on camera. This is something I didn't really plan to do, but I thought because 100,000 subscribers is such a big milestone for me that I really owe it to you guys to show you all this. So thank you so much. I'm feeling really confident, feeling really good about myself. Here's the first question. Hey, it's Max. Why are you so ugly? Okay, maybe I'm not feeling so confident. Why are you so bad at games? What's your favourite game? And am I your favourite? Max, just for that comment you made a second ago, you used to be my favourite, but now you no longer are. I hope you are happy. So my favourite game of all time is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It came out pretty recently, and by pretty recently, I think 2 years ago? So maybe it's a bit of old news by now, but that is still my favourite game. It used to be The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, but I think Breath of the Wild just edged it there, so make of that what you will. Why are you so bad at games? I'm not. Okay, maybe I am. Have you played Cuphead? I have, with my partner. We played 2-player co-op on Cuphead, and now we are no longer partners. I'm just kidding, we still are. I'm just too charming to be dumped. What did you do before YouTube for a job? Okay, so I know that it's kind of a tradition in most of these Q&A type videos for content creators to say like, before I did YouTube, I drove a race car. I flew a rocket ship. I was a superhero and I saved the world on a daily basis. Unfortunately, I don't live a glamorous life. Before I was a YouTuber, I was a college student, and then I was a university student, and now here I am doing YouTube as I guess a kind of a job. It's really tough for me because I don't feel comfortable enough to call it a job, but right now it's what is paying the bills, so I guess it is a job. I don't know, it's strange. Have you ever played Five Nights at Freddy's? Nope. How did you come up with the idea of Guido? Okay, so this is interesting. I'm gonna kind of take it as like the idea for the channel as a whole, because you can't really have Guido without Steve, you can't have Steve without Guido. The story behind the channel as a whole came from me being kind of lost. I'm saying that like I wandered down the street and I got lost. No, I mean like lost in my head when it comes to making YouTube content. You see, you guys may not know this, but there used to be 2 of us on this channel, myself and my friend Kieran. Now, me and Kieran are still great friends to this day. We catch up from time to time, but back then, he unfortunately had no more time to upload to the channel. You know, he had university stuff, job stuff, so he kind of struggled to find time to devote to the channel. But because I have no life, I was able to carry on the channel as a solo project. Now, the idea behind Guido came from the fact that I didn't want to make content like everyone else is making. You know, I easily could have been one of those YouTubers that plays Minecraft or Call of Duty or I guess Fortnite now and just been like, you know, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Fortnite. Today we're gonna be shooting the gun. Oh, look at this, I shot that guy really good in the face with my gun. But instead of going that route, I really wanted to try something different. I wanted to make something almost like a show, a relationship between 2 characters, 2 fictional characters, Steve and Guido, and kind of portray that through my YouTube channel, through gaming videos, and that's really where the idea of Guido came from. I really like the idea because it gives me an excuse to be creative with, you know, the way I represent Guido, the way I represent Steve, and it's basically just a version of myself kind of exaggerated, like a cartoon version of myself, and I really enjoy putting that dynamic in videos. It makes editing a lot of fun, it makes the storytelling in the video a lot of fun, it allows me to make videos in a different way and produce videos in such a way that you won't see anywhere else on YouTube. What made you come up with the name Checkpoint? Okay, so I kind of think there's 3 versions of the channel over time, and each time the name of the channel has meant a different thing. Okay, so the first version of the name is totally interesting because it's so far away from what the channel is now. So originally I wanted Checkpoint to be a podcast, which I did with my friends Kieran and also some other friends, and we'd kind of come together, discuss gaming news, stuff in our life, and just, you know, enjoy it that way. And back then we were also doing stuff like guides and stuff like that, so Checkpoint was really a place for games of all different genres to come into one. The second version of the name, or the reason behind the name Checkpoint, kind of ties into the first one. It's when I was producing more Let's Play style content, you know, playing anything from Call of Duty all the way to Minecraft, all the way to whatever was popping at the time. You know, a bunch of different genres coming together to one, Checkpoint. That's another reason. Reason number 3, the most recent reason and the most recent meaning behind the channel is that it's just a place where Steve and Guido hang out. I needed a name for the headquarters, I guess, where all the portals and all the dimensions were, or the portals to the other dimensions, I should probably say. And Checkpoint was a great name for it, so we're running with that for now, but it's got a fluid meaning, and I feel like I've really settled on what it means right now. Do you think Max is better than me? Now, I don't want to cause drama within my community, I don't want to cause a split or anything, but I absolutely 100% think that the better person between Matrix Golden and Max is... Are you going to play different games that aren't VR? This is tough because obviously VR is a big part of my channel. You know, most of my growth has come from VR and I really enjoy playing VR. You know, it really works with my style of video because I can kind of roleplay and tell a story through VR because it's all first person. But that doesn't mean that the channel is 100% exclusively VR content. If a game comes along that I really enjoy that isn't VR, I'm of course going to upload it to the channel. If my audience likes it, if I like it, if I find it fulfilling, then I'm going to play it and I'm going to upload it. That being said, there is going to be a lot of VR content going forward because people obviously like VR on my channel. I'm happy to give it to them, and it helps me achieve my vision of the dynamic between Steve and Guido, the story of Checkpoint. However, if you are looking for exclusive non-VR content, you know, completely non-VR content, you can go to my Twitch channel. It's twitch.com/official Checkpoint, I think. I need to work on my branding. In the past, we've streamed stuff like Fortnite, other random indie games. Tonight we're doing a Super Smash Bros. CPU tournament. Unfortunately, I think you've missed it because this video is going to be uploaded a couple days later than when it was recorded, so yeah, sorry you missed that. It was fun though, I bet. So yes, Checkpoint YouTube channel, mainly VR content, some non-VR, and on the Twitch channel, all non-VR content. Bear that in mind. What is the hardest thing about making your videos? The hardest thing about making my videos, I guess for me personally, is the fact that I try to inject a story into every game that comes along, and there's certain games where I can't do that. For example, games like Happy Room, how am I supposed to inject like a bit of roleplay, a bit of storytelling into something like that when you can see your character clearly on the screen? You know, it's very tough to do that sometimes, so that's one problem I encounter. Another problem is the fact that with each of my videos, I have to come up with a story in my head or an objective in my head, and by the time I've thought of that, I might not even have the energy from thinking all day to actually record the thing. I know that sounds silly because, you know, I've spent so much energy trying to come up with an idea and then I actually can't record the actual content that's going to be in the video. So that's another thing, I guess, laziness. One last thing that I know for a fact is it's a bit of a tough topic to handle because I know a lot of other content creators go through this as well. So I guess this is just a hard thing about making videos in general, but the fact that you become addicted to the numbers, okay? If you are making YouTube content and you see slowly that your videos are trickling downwards in terms of views and eventually you're getting just a fraction of what you once did, it can feel super bad. And most of the time it's nothing to do with your content, it's to do with the fact that the algorithm just isn't favoring you on that day. So the best thing that you guys can do, you know, we can't really do anything about it unless, I mean, all we can do is just keep uploading videos and hope that something changes. But the best thing that you guys can do is kind of refrain and stop leaving comments on channels. Say if a channel's got like 500,000 subscribers or something like that, and you notice that they're only getting 3,000 views per video, it's a fraction of their subscriber base. The best thing you can do is not leave comments like, hey, OMG, why do you have 500,000 subscribers and only 3,000 views? Because that makes people like me feel really bad. So don't do that. What's your favorite animal? I don't know, a dog? A dragon? A dog dragon? If a dog and a dragon had a baby, what are your plans for the future? Now, I presume you don't mean the year 3042, where hopefully my mind has been uploaded to a database and I'm now controlling several flying cars around a big floating mega city in the sky. I presume you mean the year 2019, or just the near future in general. My plans for the future is to keep doing what I do, make videos that no one else can. It's actually funny because every year I make a mission plan for the channel, and in that mission plan, which is basically just a Word document, I kind of lay out what my objectives for the year are, and for this year in particular, I actually wrote the words, I wrote the phrase, I wrote the sentence, make videos that no one else can. And I feel like I'm getting closer to that objective. I want to make videos that I love personally and creatively, fulfilling. Videos that are creatively and personally fulfilling. That's what I meant to say. Kind of got my words mixed up there. But videos that are also fulfilling to my audience as well. So stuff that's entertaining for me and also entertaining for you. And that's really where I want to take my channel for this year. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully I get closer to that. Here's hoping. Will you ever have merch? Bruh, did you get the news? There's already merch. You can get t-shirts in the description, iPhone cases, hoodies. Have a look. Will the Checkpoint web series come back one day? And what was the thing that impacted your channel the most, positive or negative? Sir, to answer your first question, I think what you mean is the whole thing in my channel trailer, where it's kind of like an animated introduction to the story of the channel. That's exactly what that was. It was never saying like, I'm gonna make a full-on cartoon series, even though I'd love to do that one day. That was just saying like, this is how Steve and Guido met, and this is how they're gonna continue forward. It was never meant as like a web series type thing, but I feel like that has kind of evolved into the individual videos you see today. Maybe it's not, one continuous story all the way through, but the theme behind each video is the dynamic between Steve and Guido, so that's kind of evolved to the point where it's in every video now. I hope I kind of answered your question, sort of, with words, hopefully. And what was the thing that impacted my channel the most? I would say the fact that I have a bunch of peers and friends that I can now talk to on a daily basis whenever I need advice. I've met so many content creators on this journey, I guess, that I can now call my friends. It's unbelievable. People I never thought I'd ever speak to. People with bigger channels than mine, people with smaller channels than mine. What matters is that they're all crazy creative. They're just people I can turn to, you know what I mean? And just discuss channel stuff with and complain about YouTube. So that's great to have, people you can complain with. What's your deepest fear? Well, I guess my deepest fear would be being eaten by an alligator and then set on fire and then being put in a giant cement mixer. You just meant, like, in general? I don't know. But on YouTube, my deepest fear, okay, I'm gonna spin this around and make it a YouTube-related question, is making content that I hate. I wanna wake up every day, look at my videos and be proud of them, which I am at the minute. I don't wanna make videos where I have to make a certain video on a certain game every day for the rest of my life, because that would suck. You see those huge channels now that upload nothing but Fortnite. I could not do that to myself. I have to have variety, I have to have Steve and Guido, and I have to have fun. So if I was uploading anything other than that, something that I would feel would be inhibiting or restricting my creativity, that would be my deepest fear. What a great question. Has your content creation hobby/career led you to meet any life-changing individuals? And if so, who? Well, as I said, I've met a bunch of content creators, but they don't really count. I guess life-changing individuals would be all of you watching this video. Everyone who has ever watched a video, liked a video, commented on a video, everyone who's supported me on this. It really has changed my life. But I haven't met anyone that'd, donate me a kidney or pay to put my kids through school. I've never met anyone like that, so it depends what your definition of life-changing is. Will there ever be Steve/Guido plushies? Yep. Does Steve have a girlfriend/does he plan to? I do have a partner. She is absolutely amazing. She has followed me throughout this entire process. She's been so supportive. I really, really do like her a lot. Do you think you're funny? Yup. Do you have a life? Nope. When is the Q&A happening? Right now. When is Facecam? Not sure. How did you meet Guido, and will you ever do a Draw My Life? Well, I've kind of explained where the idea for Guido came from. He was a gimmick that I needed to make the channel more unique, and I think it succeeded. Will I ever do Draw My Life? If enough people want it, I will do one, maybe for the next milestone, maybe for the big 200,000 subscribers. That'd be good. Are you ever going to do YouTube full time? I think I kind of am at the minute. I don't know, I'm in a weird kind of void at the minute. I'm doing YouTube, which is paying the bills, which is giving me enough money to live a decent life. You know, I can feed myself, which is good. But I don't know if I'm ready to call myself full-time yet. It just seems like a big thing. It feels like if you're gonna call yourself full-time, it's like, you know, you've really got to mean it. I'm not sure if I mean it 100% yet, because I feel like it's a really serious thing to call this whole thing your full-time job, but I kind of feel like I'm full-time at the moment, which is somewhere I never thought I'd be. Anyway, guys, I think that's all we got time for the questions. Thank you to everyone that asked a question. I know I didn't answer some of them, but some of them were a little bit too personal or stuff that I didn't really think fit in the flow of the video. If you are in the Discord though and you ever have a question for me, please let me know and I will answer them. But for right now, I think we're going to wrap it up there. Oh, one more thing. I don't think this whole face cam thing, I don't really think I'm going to keep it. You know, it's not going to become a consistent thing on the channel, a consistent feature, so please don't expect that. It's just a one-off for the time being, but maybe next time we hit another milestone, I'll bring it back, who knows. And I guess all that's left to say is thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for leaving likes, comments, messages of support. It's been absolutely insane. I love you guys. This has been Steve. I was about to say this has been Guido, but he's not here. Unless he's, no, doesn't seem to be here. Checkpoint. Come on. There we go. Oh, what, Guido? That guy was boring as heck.